So heaven and hell are not destinations. They are not rewards or punishments. They are states you recognize inside your self, depending on your level of awareness. Hello and welcome back. My name is Elizabeth Montego and I'm with the World Soul Chronicles channel, and I'm here to help you understand what your soul has been trying to show you. On today's topic would be something that it brought conflict inside of me for many years, and the moment I understood the correct meaning behind of it, everything changes. And I'm here to tell you as well, so you know what you're dealing with. You have heard about the phrase, if you do something bad, you're going to hell, or if you did something good, you're going to heaven. When you grew up having about this conflict inside of you, and you were afraid to do something bad because your mother or father told you that you're going to hell, and you had a conflict inside of you, and you had a state of fear all the time. But heaven and hell are not real places. Hell and heaven is a state of consciousness, of your consciousness. And the most important thing that you need to remember is this: you move through them while you are alive, depending on your inner state. Let me explain. Hell is not a punishment. It is an emotional state where you completely identify with it, with your mind. Let me give you an example. Imagine you wake up in the morning, and before you get out of bed, your mind starts running on thoughts that happened yesterday. Like someone says something to you and you start analyzing it. The first thing you do when you wake up, you analyze something that happened yesterday, and you're questioning yourself, and you're questioning everything, like, did they mean what they say? You start questioning, did you do something wrong? Then your mind jumps to something else, something different, something you have to do today, and you start making scenarios in your head that it will go so wrong. You imagine what could go wrong, and you have in your mind, you make scenarios of what is gonna happen, and you start visualizing. And usually when you start your day like this and you thought about those thoughts, usually it happens, everything goes wrong. It happened to me a lot of times, and I didn't understood why it happening to me. So your body, when you're having this, when you start the morning thinking something about yesterday and immediately jumps to a different section of what you have to do today, your body starts to react. You feel tension, you feel tightness, on your chest or your stomach. And everything in your body is like you're feeling a little bit tingles, like shivering, and your breathing becomes more fast. But if you think about it, nothing has actually happened in the real moment, in that time. But inside of you, your entire system is activated and you feel like it's already happened, you already passed that specific moment, like it's happening now, but actually it didn't happen. If you think like this about your manifestation, you will manifest like this. It's another subject I'm gonna do in a different video. So hell, this is how hell is look like on your daily level, in your daily routine. There is not punishment. It is being trapped in mental activity that feels real, even if it's only thoughts. So you are being trapped in your mind for the whole day by thinking a thought. And this is hell for you. This is hell. Let's give another example. Let's say that someone didn't answer your message, didn't reply back. And logically, there is a simple situation or simple answer to that, why they didn't reply to you. But internally, your mind creates a false meaning. They are ignoring me. I shouldn't say that. They don't want me. They are avoiding me. This state, you start having emotions. You have the anxiety, the sadness, the anger. You feel all that emotion by thinking something that is false. And you start notice what is happening. But listen this. The emotions you have are not coming from reality itself. It's coming from the interpretation on the meaning you give. And because you believe the interpretation, you enter a state of suffering. So everything you're thinking about that actually didn't happen, you are creating a suffering, and you are constantly trapped on a loop, and you blame life, but actually it is you have to blame. That your thoughts and your false meanings that you give to everything that is happening. This is why if you put two people in the same room, can experience the same situation and feel completely different. The identification, the meaning of the thoughts and your inner state in this, you are creating a false truth, and you start believing it. And you have the second person that stays neutral and observe everything. Observes the thoughts, observes the reactions, observes the emotions, and it doesn't comply or creating negative or a false truth inside their mind. So you have two persons, two perspectives, and you need to change that. So your health must stop. The same thoughts that you're having for everything in your life, it's because your interaction, your pattern has not been interrupted by awareness yet. It's like all the thoughts that you're having is because you are not aware of them and you don't filter them to understand what is happening inside your mind, and you create a state of panic and anxiety, and you're creating something not true, and you start believing it, and you are on spiral overthinking, and you are suffering and you suffocate on something that is not true. That is something that your mind made up, and you are giving the control of the emotions of your thoughts to your reality, and they are controlling you. This is hell. Heaven is completely the opposite. Heaven is a state of consciousness. It's where you no longer fully identify with your thoughts. Imagine the same situations. Someone doesn't reply to your message. In the health state, your mind creates a story, and immediately you think that is true and you start believing it. In the heaven state, something different is happening. The thought appears, and that person didn't reply to their message, but instead of believing it, you noticed it. You don't jump to conclusions, and that alone shifts everything, change everything inside of you. So which state you want to be? You want to be in hell, that is self-suffering causes, or you want to be in heaven, that you need to be more aware of your thoughts and understandings? And this is some people difficult to understand it because of the way they are choosing to live. They are choosing to live like the old patterns, old selves. When you are in heaven state, when your awareness is consciously awake, there is a space between you and your thoughts, and in that space your emotions doesn't take control. Maybe a feeling of uncertainty will rise up, will show up, but it doesn't turn into panic, anxiety, stress, overthinking, and you don't have the emotional breakdown that you were having when you were in health statement. you remain aware of your thoughts, aware of your reactions. This is very important. This is the beginning of your inner freedom. When you understand that being aware, you are in the heaven state. Everything inside of you doesn't cause hell anymore. There are some people that they have emotional pain from memories. They are thinking something, I don't know, they are thinking about it because they feel guilty or they want to have self-punishment. Again, hell. In a reactive state, you remember something painful as it is happening again in the present moment. You have the same emotional change. Your body is reacting to the same emotional state. In an aware state, you remember it, but you observe the memory instead of becoming it. So in the health state, you are remembering the pain and you are reacting that pain, you overlive it and your body is reacting to that. But in the heaven state, when you are aware, you are observing the thoughts, that memory of the pain, and you are not becoming the thought. You are not that person. This is the difference between hell and heaven. Heaven is not the absence of emotions. It is when the emotions are allowed to exist, but they are no longer controlling you. Your behavior, your identity, your perception of reality. If you are aware, they are not longer controlling you. So you are in the heaven state, not in hell. You still feel sadness, fear, intrusive thoughts, but are not truths. They are events in your consciousness. There is nothing but a simple thought. Now, here is something very important to understand. You are not permanently in one state. You shift constantly. You can be calm in the morning and reactive in the afternoon. You can be aware in one moment and lost in your thoughts the next time, the next moment. And this is something normal. We are humans. This is the difference of awareness. In awareness, awareness is what allows you to notice. It's the I am in thought right now, and the moment you noticed it, you already caused the change inside your body and your thoughts. So that's why spiritual awakening that's why they say spiritual awakening is so painful. It's because during that time awareness is increased. So you are aware of everything, you become aware of everything. Old patterns, old wounds, old pains. You start thinking about the future, the present, and everything is all increased. Your awareness is increased. So heaven and hell are not destinations. They are not rewards or punishments. There are states you recognize inside your self depending of your level of awareness. So choose wisely in which state or awareness you want to be. You want to be on hell, that is the self-destructing, self-hate emotions, or you want to be in heaven, that you will be aware of everything and nothing can affect you. And the shift between them is not about changing. It's about first changing your relationship with your inner experience. So you need to look deep inside of you and decide which side you want to be. You want to be on hell or you want to be on heaven. Hell, again, hell is self-destructive. It's the self-destroyer that keeping you in a loop. And you have heaven, that is the awareness of everything that is happening with you, and it doesn't control you. The emotions doesn't control you anymore. Remember, nothing you feel is without a meaning. Only awareness can bring you back to yourself. So decide which side you want to be. Think about, make a list of all the things that you thought was happening, but it was totally different. The result was totally different. And remember that suffering you caused on you because of your thoughts and your interpretation on something false, and the way you believed it, that your body started to react it. And think about all the awareness time when you were in the heaven state, your awareness, that you observed everything and you didn't react and you stayed calm. That's it for today. I hope I helped you a little bit in your journey. If you have a thought, please leave it below, and I hope I see you next time. Thank you for being here. I will see you next time. Namaste.